Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome back to our English class. I hope everyone is doing well. And of course, I hope everybody is ready for another lesson this evening. Now, in this evening, we are going to continue with transportation. I know we are going to continue with places. So, this will be another session for knowing or for learning new vocabularies about places. Okay, please take your time or please be ready. I hope you are all comfortable in your own spaces. I hope everybody is ready to listen to another night, another hour of learning new vocabularies. Now, vocabulary for places will be expected to um I'm so sorry. Will be expected to will be expected to be finished by this evening. Okay? Now, let's do a review of what we've learned or what we've discussed last meeting. So again, our topic is on places. This is A1 Unit 1, Lesson 11. Of course, we defined what places are. Now, when it comes to places, these are locations where we live, work, learn, and play. And then after identifying, after being familiar with what places are, we've also done, we've also immediately started with different vocabularies of pertaining to places, especially in different categories. So sorry for that. So yes, we're going to talk about that. Okay, different vocabularies that pertains to places, especially in different categories. I am so sorry. So we started with school places, right? So we started with school places where we've included the classroom, the library, the playground, and of course the cafeteria. After school places, we talked about towns and city places, which include the park, the hospitals, the banks, and the post office, as well as the supermarket and the bus station. After that, we ended with nature places. Now, in nature places, we discovered about beach, mountains, rivers, forest, and farm. Now, in this session, we are going to start with another category, which are or which is home places. And of course, when it comes to home places, there are multiple areas that we are going to focus on. Let's do let's speak on what you are expected to learn in this evening. So again, home places is our category that will be focused. We include here the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, the gardens. Those are the different parts of the home. There are actually plenty of more, but those are the main ones. Okay? After the home places, we're going to talk about travel. No travel places, say for example, the airports, the train stations, the hotels, and the museums, as well as the restaurant where you are going to eat. Okay? And that will be the end of our places vocabulary. So I hope everybody is ready to listen all throughout our session this evening. Now again, we're going to start with um home. So different parts of a home. That is where we're going to start in this evening. So before that, let's do a you know, quick breathing exercise, as simple as inhaling and exhaling. On my cue, inhale, Exhale. Again. Inhale. Exhale. So let out all the stress, energy, the negativity that you've encountered, you've brought to you from your work or from anything that you did this day. Okay? All right. Let's have the home places. Now, when it comes to home places in our community, places are the specific areas where we live, we work, we learn, and repair. We've established that, right? There are four main ways we categorize each type of places. It could be either for living, for working, for earning, for learning, and for playing. So when we focus on the buildings, on the rooms where we stay with our families, we're exploring the home places category. So these are the most personal spaces. It does provide us with comfort, safety, and a sense of belongingness because that's what should a home have. Okay? There are at least the comfort, the safety, and of course the sense of belongingness. Everybody is included. Okay? Now, let's define what home places are. Home places, by definition, these are the environments where we rest and, of course, where we spend time with people we love, which is our immediate family. So, a classroom, and when I try to compare a classroom, yes, it is an environment for studying, as well as a hospital is a vital place for medical care, but a home is a place for personal living, for personal relaxation. Okay, that is a home. So again, a home, it is a place for living. Why? Because home is where we perform our daily routines. What kind of routine? As simple as sleeping, no? Dressing, relaxing, eating. So that's a place of living. So there should be a living person using this particular space or place. Next, the heart of the family. Home places it allow families to bond. Okay, much like students socialize in the cafeteria, family members socialize in a different rooms of their house. So yes, that's home places. Aside from that, we have safety and comfort. So our homes protect us from the weather, whether it is the hot sun at the beach or the cool air from the mountains. Okay, there should be safety and comfort. It should be prioritized when it comes to making your own home. Okay, all right. Now, I think you've already saw it. We are going to talk about kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, and gardens. So four specific examples for the home places categories, no? So every home is made up of different rooms that have busy activities and that have specific purposes. Okay, so those four are the specific purposes. So when it comes to home places, everyone, especially when we try to connect it with the community, home places are connected to all the other destinations in our community. So we might leave our home to go to the bank to save money, right? Or to head to the post office to send a letter to a relative. So some people even live in homes near a river, they enjoy the stunning views of the water every morning. Okay? So understanding home places, you are learning about the foundation of where we start and end our day. So it is a place where we feel most ourselves and where we grow up alongside our community. Okay? That is home places. Okay, everybody following. Now, reminders or reminding everyone that you can always use our chat box here, no, on your screen. I can always use the chat box. I will constantly check it so as to really not, you know, so as to really notice all the responses that you will be giving to me. May it be a reply to my discussion or a question to it. Okay? So I will be constantly checking. Now, we start with home places, the very first example, or yeah, um, the very first thing is the kitchen. Now, a kitchen is a room where we cook food. It is often filled with delicious smells and busy activities. I help my mom in the kitchen by preparing meals and cleaning up afterwards. So in our community, when it comes to when we are at home, the most active and fragrant room we visit is the kitchen. Now, a kitchen is a room where we cook food, right? It is the central part of our living environment because it is where we prepare the nourishment that keeps our families healthy and happy. So, what is a kitchen? Well, a kitchen is a specialized room in a house or building that is used for food preparation, while a classroom is a room for focused studying with books and desks. So a kitchen is a room for busy activities involving heat, water, and fresh ingredients. So that's it. And then aside from kitchen, we also have bedroom. So again, this is the kitchen, okay, where family cooks. Basically, if we talk about kitchen, that's cooking. Okay. Next, bedroom. Okay. So this is my favorite part of the house of our house. But anyway, this is bedroom. Now, bedroom. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not yet done with kitchen. Okay. So when we talk about kitchen, I'm sorry for that. A kitchen is a room where we cook food. Okay. It is often filled with delicious smells and of busy things or activities. So, of course, when it comes to kitchen, you help your parents, especially your mom, in the kitchen by, by what? By cleaning before and after eating or by preparing the meals, okay? So, this is a specialized room in a house or building that is used for food preparation. So, that is a kitchen. Now, when we try to compare it with classroom, for instance, we understand that classroom is a room for focused studying while with books and desks, right? Now, a kitchen is a room for busy activities. What kind of activities? One that involve the heat, the water, the fresh ingredients. Okay, so basically a place for cooking. No, the primary purpose of a kitchen is to cook meals. It contains appliances like stoves and ovens that help turn raw ingredients into delicious food. So it is really filled with delicious smells. Because of all the cooking, a kitchen is often filled with delicious smells. Whether it is baking bread or simmering soup, the kitchen is the sensory heat or sensory heart of the room. Okay. So that is kitchen as a place for cooking. Okay. Aside from that, it is filled with delicious smells. Of course, with all the cooking, a kitchen is often filled with delicious smells. So whether it is baking bread or simmering soup, the kitchen is in the sensory heat or sensory heart of the home. Okay. Aside from that, a kitchen is a busy environment. So the kitchen is usually used of busy activities where people are chopping, stirring, and cleaning throughout the day. Especially this will be done if there are some occasions that need to be celebrated. You can do that. Okay. So that is or those are our understanding of kitchen. Now, how do we help? in the kitchen. So it's very important, no, to help in the kitchen. We do not rely on one person alone to do all things. So the kitchen, as we've understand, is a wonderful place for family members to work together and gain or learn new skills. Okay? All right. Now, when it comes to helping in the kitchen, there are three ways to do that. Of course, the very famous one, preparing meals. Okay? Many people help their parents or loved ones in the kitchen by preparing meals. So this can include washing vegetables, or setting the table. Aside from that, there's also cleaning up, but of course, well, an important part of kitchen work is cleaning up afterwards. Okay, just like we keep our classroom organized, we must wash the dishes and wipe the countries to keep the kitchen safe and clean. Now, remember, I am not or am my job is far away from that. No, um, one of the children here has a job, as a mama's job are very different from what we expected them to be, but of course we should be proud, right? So that is example, or that is the result of activisms. Okay, all right, so that is cleaning up. No, we must wash the dishes and wipe the counters with to keep the kitchen safe and clean. And then we have the last one, socializing. So much like students socialize in the cafeteria, the kitchen is a place where families chat and enjoy each other's company while they wait for another. Okay? So that is the kitchen. Okay. Next, we have the bedroom, the cozy bedroom where to eat. So, our bedroom is a room where we sleep. It typically features a comfortable bed, nightstands, and cozy decor. So, I love to read books in my bedroom, creating how do you call it? Creating a neat soft, so it should be peaceful atmosphere. Okay. So, because when we are at home, the most peaceful and private room where we visit is the bedroom. Okay. A bedroom is a room where we sleep. It is a vital part of our living environment because it provides the rest we need to stay healthy, to have energy for our daily activities. Okay? All right. So that is a bedroom. Okay? Now, what is a bedroom? Well, a bedroom is a personal space in a house or building which is used to test for and for relaxation. While a classroom is a room for busy studying, yes, that's the purpose of classroom. And then aside from that, we have playground, which is an outdoor area for exercise. So a bedroom is designed for quietness, for calmness. Okay, so this is a place for sleeping, right? So the main purpose of a bedroom is to provide a space to sleep. It typically features a comfortable bed with, with which is the most important piece of furniture in the room. And then aside from that, we also have features and decor. So a bedroom often include other furniture like nightstands for holding lamps or clocks. Many people also used to cozy decor such as pillows and rugs to make the room feel warm and welcoming. Okay? A peaceful atmosphere, that's what we want. Unlike the very lively atmosphere in the cafeteria, fighting for one product, a bedroom is meant to be a quiet retreat. Okay? It creates a peaceful atmosphere where you can feel safe and comfortable. So that is what you're talking about, bedroom. Okay? That is a bedroom. A bedroom, it is our personal space. What can you do? Okay? First is we can read. So even though it is a place for sleep, the bedroom is also a place for learning and personal hobbies. Many people love to read books in their bedroom, much like the quiet environment of a library. So the bedroom is a great place to focus on a good story before going to sleep. The next one is, aside from reading, we can do studying, where they use, bedrooms as a private classroom to finish their homework or to use their learning materials in person, where we started. Okay. Next is studying. So students often use their bedroom as a private classroom. Now, if they have their own bedroom. Now, to finish their homework or use learning materials, they do that, especially in a space where they won't be interrupted. And last one is resting. Resting. Well, resting, it is simply lying down to relax in an important activity. So this helps us stay active. This helps us to stay ready for the next day's adventures, into the tower jobs, something like that, or work. Or if you are extreme, you are really hiking up mountains or visiting a park. Okay. So that is the bedroom. Now, again, the bedroom, it is a place that reflects our personal tastes within the wider town and society. We have personalization here, the connection to home, recovery, and health. Okay. All right. So understanding that bedroom is a room where we sleep, you are learning about the importance of rest in our lives, because it is very much important. Okay. It is an engaging environment because it is one place on top of another. So of course we are going to not do that. Okay. So anyway, that is the bedroom. Let me define it really quick. The importance of a bathroom. A bathroom is a necessary space in every home where we perform daily hygiene. Okay? That is a bedroom. I mean bathroom. So, um all in all, in our bedroom, that is private or read, no? For bedroom. Next to that is the importance of bathroom. So, by definition, a bathroom is a necessary space in every home where we perform daily hygiene activities such as washing our hands. Okay, that's one for a moment. Okay, bathroom. Again, bathroom, it is a necessary space in every home where we perform daily hygiene activities such as washing our hands, taking showers, brushing our teeth to stay healthy and clean. Okay? Now, this child, it is also necessary space in every home vibrates, and that is a bathroom. Okay, for daily hygiene usually. So a bathroom, when we are at home, one of the most essential and functional rooms we visit is the bathroom. A bathroom is a necessary space in every home. It is a vital part of our living environment because it is where we focus on our personal health and cleanliness. So a bathroom, it is more of like a specialized room designed for personal care and hygiene. So a kitchen, in comparison, that is where we cook, while a bedroom is a room where we sleep. And the bathroom is dedicated to keeping our bodies clean, basically personal hygiene. So this is really a necessary space, not optional. Every home requires a bathroom to ensure that the people living there can maintain their health, because again, health is wealth. And then a places for hygiene. We visit the bathroom to perform daily hygiene activities, which includes tasks like washing our hands, taking showers, brushing your teeth. Those are personal hygiene. And so that is why clean and healthy is really our goal. The primary goal of using a bathroom is to stay clean and healthy. By washing away germs and dirt, we protect ourselves and our families from getting sick. Okay? And then next one we have, okay, we still have the bathroom. Now, how does doing or using the bathroom look like? We can do hand washing. No, because again, as mentioned earlier, our bathroom is a place of busy activities that happen every morning and evening. So we do hand washing, as simple as that. We wash our hands in the bathroom many times a day, especially before we go to the kitchen to prepare a meal. So this is a simple but important way to stay healthy. Aside from that, we bath and we shower. So, taking a shower or bath helps us feel refreshed, much like a visit to the beach involves swimming in the water. So, the bathroom allows us to use water at home to clean ourselves. And last one, we have the dental care. We use the bathroom to brush our teeth. This keeps our smiles bright and our mouths healthy, which prevent the need for frequent medical care. Okay? So that is the bathroom, especially in the bathroom in the community. Again, it is an essential destination that supports our well-being within within this particular place. So, of course, when it comes to the bathroom, there should be how do you identify what things we consider as hygiene supplies? Well, as simple as the soap, the toothpaste, the shampoo that we use in the bathroom are often bought at the supermarket, right? So there's this connection to health. Just as a hospital is a vital place where doctors and nurses help people recover from illness, the bathroom is a vital place at home where we practice prevention, no? By staying clean. So there's this quiet moment, which is similar to the peaceful atmosphere of a library. The bathroom can sometimes be a place for a quiet moment of privacy and relaxation. Okay? That is the bathroom. We move on to the gardens. Now, a garden is an outdoor area where we grow beautiful plants and flowers. We can plant vegetables or create colorful flower beds to enjoy while spending time outside the family and friends. So that is the gardens. Now, when we step outside our house and into the fresh air, one of the most beautiful and rewarding spaces we can find is the garden. A garden, as mentioned, it is an outdoor area where we work, where we grow beautiful plants and flowers. So it is vital for part of our living environment because it connects us with nature and it provides a space for busy activities like planting and harvesting. So, what is a garden? No, a garden that is a carefully managed outdoor space which is dedicated to the cultivation of plants. While a park is a large green space for the whole community to share, right? Remember about the park? A garden is often a more personal space found right next to our home. So, this is a place for growing, basically. The main purpose of a garden is to provide a home for plants to grow, which can include everything from lowering from trees to tiny delicate flowers, vegetables, fruits. So um any kind of thing that you want to grow, no, any type of um how to call that, fruit, vegetables, no, flowers, plants you want to grow in the garden. So there is this what we call outdoor beauty, especially if you really achieved it, no, with all the flowers, because gardens are very known for their visual appeal, no, just like what you see in this picture in your screen. So we can create colorful flower beds that makes our homes look wonderful and inviting. So we can create that because this is a space for everyone. No, much like the playground is a space for fun, a garden is a space where families and where friends can spend time together outside. So, what type of gardens and activities that you can do? Well, gardens are versatile, no flexible spaces where we can perform different types of learning and work. For example, we have the flower gardens. Now, when it comes to flower gardens, these are created to grow beautiful plants, beautiful flowers. So they attract butterflies and bees, which creates, this lively atmosphere similar to a busy cafeteria, but in nature. And then, aside from flower gardens, if you want something to be consumed, to be eaten, you can grow vegetable gardens. Many people plant vegetables in their gardens to grow their own food. So, this is like having a tiny farm in your own backyard where you can ensure you have fresh fruits and fresh vegetables to eat every day. So, that is vegetable or fruit gardens. Aside from that, another activity you can do is relaxation. No, as simple as relaxing. Because a garden, it is a wonderful green space where we can relax. Just as we find peace in a bedroom, the fresh air and stunning views of a garden help us feel calm. So there is the garden and there is this community. The garden here, it serves as a bridge between our private lives and the wider towns and cities. No? Because we are going to look into the environmental health. No, plants in a garden, it keeps the air clean, right? So this supports the general health of the community because if there is clean air, it is much, greater or better for the whole people in that community. So it is much like a hospital, but it supports a hospital that supports medical health. Okay. Aside from that, we connect with nature. Whether a garden is near the mountains, it is near a river or the beach, that allows us to stay active and enjoy the natural world, even if it's small. So we try to be connected to the nature as much as possible. And then we share the harvest. So when gardeners grow too many vegetables, they might share them with neighbors or take them to a local market. We connect the gardens to the supermarket where others buy their food. Okay. And the last one is cultivating your world here in the gardens. So we do that. And that will be the last one for the home. Again, for the home places, we talked about the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, and the gardens. Okay. Any questions so far? Are we all good? Let's do a quick break of 3 minutes. So we will be back by 6:40 p.m. Again, a quick break of 3 minutes. Okay? Goodbye, everyone. Okay. I hope everybody, even though this that was just a short, very short break of 3 minutes, I hope everybody was able to do things that they need to do. Drink your water or make yourself more comfortable as we continue with our discussion for this evening. Okay. Again, what we have talked so far is on home places where we talked about the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, and the gardens. We're going to continue with travel places, and this will be the last category for vocabulary about places. Okay, now travel places. So we are talking about traveling here when we want to visit new destinations or go on a journey, we explore the category of travel places. So these locations help us move from one area to another. Okay, first. All right. So we this location, it allows us to be able to move from an area to another area or provide us with exciting new experiences away from our homes, right? So outside. Now, when we talk about travel places, these are destinations or locations that allow us to experience the world beyond our immediate place, immediate home, immediate neighborhood. While a classroom is a room for focused studying and a kitchen is a room for cooking food, travel places are often about movement. It is often about discovery. So, this is a way to explore because travel places give us the opportunity to see different landscapes from high, tall mountains to a sandy area with the ocean at the beach. So, those are exploring different, landscapes, different places. Aside from that, we are able to do social interactions so we can connect with people. Much like the post office is a service where people send letters to their loved ones, travel places physically bring people together by allowing them to visit friends and family in distant locations. So there is adventure and fun in a way that these places provide a lively atmosphere for adventure, much like a playground provides a space for play. Okay? So those are travel places. That is what travel places are. So travel places can be found in every town and city, which are essential for a community to function. So what is an example? An example, the very example is airport. So that is airport. As mentioned here, an airport is a bustling place where planes take off and land. Many people travel here to catch flights, to visit new places, or to return home after adventures. So places basically are the specific areas where we live, work, learn, and play, right? When we are ready to go on a big adventure to a different city or even different country, we visit the airport. An airport is a bustling place where planes take off and land. It is a vital part of our living environment because it connects our town to the rest of the world, which allows us to travel far away and to return home safely, right? So, what is an airport? An airport that is a large specialized travel destination designed for airplanes, for their passengers, which we try to compare it with bus station, where it is a place for buses, of course, and a playground where it is a place for children to play. An airport is much larger and handles the busy activities of flight, right? So, where does our journey begin? That's the airport. I mean, mention here where journey begins. For many people, an airport is the starting point for an exciting journey. It is where journeys begin, as people board planes to explore new places. So, planes and runways, the most important feature of an airport is the runway, which is the long road where planes take off and land. These planes carry people and goods all over the world, okay? And then, aside from that, a bustling environment. Airports are often described as bustling because they are full of people. They're full of workers, vehicles moving at all times, which creates a very lively atmosphere. Okay, so that is airport. Some activities at the airport, even though the main goal here is to fly, many different things happen inside the airport building, which is called a terminal. So we do checking in, much like you visit a bank to manage your finances. You visit the check-in desk at an airport to manage your tickets and to engage, um, to check on your luggage. And the next one, we wait for flights. So many people travel here to catch flights. Okay. While waiting, they might visit a small supermarket or shop inside a terminal to buy snacks or learning materials like books and magazines. Now, when we try to return home, the airport is also the place, okay? It is a place where people land to return home after adventures. It is the first or the final step before returning to your own home places and your cozy bedroom, okay? That is airport. Now, what is the connection between the airport and the community? The airport, everyone, it is an essential service that supports our community by connecting it to other travel destinations. So we try to connect with nature, no, we try to focus on safety and care, and of course, the global trade. Okay, that is airport. Next, we have the train stations. A train station is a place where trains stop for passengers. It is often busy with people waiting for their trains and includes areas for kicking, waiting, and boarding trains. Okay, so this is basically a train station. It is a place where trains stop for passengers. It is an essential part of our living environment because it provides a realistic and reliable way for people to move quickly from one location to another. Okay? So what is a train station again? This is a specialized travel destination designed to make the movement of large trains, no? And of course, the many people who use them. While a busy bus station, is for the buses, and an airport is for planes. A train station is built run across tracks where heavy trains arrive and depart. So this is a hub of activity. Train stations are often busy, much like a cafeteria or a supermarket. They have a lively atmosphere because so many people are passing through at once. And then there's regard for movement. These stations can include specific things or areas for ticketing, for waiting, and for boarding trains. This organized structure helps ensure that every passenger gets to the right place at the right time. Okay? So basically, train stations are really designed for movement, no? Because of course there's those different areas that were mentioned, area for ticketing, waiting, for boarding trains. Okay? So that is train stations. Now, how do we navigate the station? Inside a train station, there are many different sections that help the facility run smoothly. We have the ticketing area. Of course, this is your first stop for many travelers out there. Just as you might go to the bank to manage your finances, you go to the ticket counter or a kiosk to pay for your journey. Then we wait, we wait really a lot of time, and then the platform. Okay, all right. Next to train stations, before that, the train station, the community. So it is really a vital service, right? It benefits everyone in the community, even those who don't ride the train every day. It reaches the nature also because trains can take us far away to see stunning views of mountains, followed by the curves of a large stream of water like a river, and spend a Sunday at the beach. So supporting locals or supporting local work is really the thing. Okay. Many people take the train to go to their jobs, whether they work in a hospital, in a post office, or supermarket. Okay. All right. Next to that is hotels. No, hotels are comfortable places to stay. Now, by definition, here in the screen, a hotel is a cozy and welcoming place to stay when traveling. We often enjoy relaxing, exploring new cities during our vacations while staying friends. Okay? Now, when we travel, everyone, especially from our own home places, a hotel becomes our home away from home. A hotel is really cozy. It is welcoming place to stay when traveling. It is an essential part of our travel environment because it gives us a safe place to rest while we are. Okay? All right. Now, a hotel, this is really specialized building. How? So, in a way that this is comfortable. These are comfortable places to stay for people who are not in their own houses, while a hospital is a place you go if you're sick or injured, which is, a hotel that is place for you to go for vacations and relaxation. Okay? All right. So that is a hotel. Okay. What's the purpose of a hotel? Well, this is a place for travelers, no? People often stay at a hotel with family or friends. So it is a welcoming environment where workers help make your stay feel pleasant. No, it is a temporary home also. Unlike your permanent bedroom at home, a hotel room is a place you visit for a short time. However, it still features a comfortable bed so you can wake up refreshed for your adventures. And then lively and relaxing. How so? Well, hotels can be lively in the lobby where people gather, but they are also relaxing once you get to your private room. Okay? That is hotel. Now, what is the life at the hotel? Staying at a hotel involves many activities that help you enjoy relaxing during your trip. We can do checking in. So when you arrive, you visit the front desk, which is similar to the bank. When you try to manage your finances, you visit the hotel desk to manage your room keys, for check-in details and everything that you need to know. And then exploring the city, a hotel is often the starting point for exploring. So from your ticket, you might travel to train station or an airport to continue with the event. Okay. And then many hotels have a cafeteria, so we have dining. Especially there is a restaurant inside. If it's a big hotel, if you get hungry for snacks or a big meal, you don't always have to go to a supermarket because the hotel can provide the food for you. Okay, and then so this is really a vital place, not the hotel itself. Okay, next, we move on to the museums. As defined here, a museum is a place to explore art and history. At museums, we learn about different cultures, view amazing exhibits, and discover fascinating facts that help us understand our world better. So that is um, a museum, right? Now, when it comes to museum, it is a place where you can see many interesting things. It is an essential part of our learning environment because it protects our history and it inspires our imagination. So, what is a museum? A museum is a building where objects of historical, scientific, or artistic interest are kept and shown to the public. While a classroom is a room for daily study with teachers, a museum is really a vast destination for independent discovery. Okay? Why? Because there are interesting like recollections. Okay? Museums are filled with interesting things. So these can include paintings, gold coins, dinosaur bones. Oh, this is what she likes. Okay? So that is a museum. No, it is a building for historical, scientific, or artistic interest. So there is inside a museum, there is independent discovery. There is interesting collections. Because again, museums are filled with interesting things, which it can include the paintings, the old coins, the dinosaur bones, even spaceships. Why do we do this? To preserve history. Because a museum is a place where you can learn about history. It keeps old items safe so that people can see them for many years. And the last one is artistic expression. Many museums are dedicated to beautiful art. So they display sculptures, no, they display paintings that tell stories without using any words. Okay? And how do we, you know, what do you do? No, what activities do you do in at the museum? Well, a visit to the museum is an active experience that helps us enjoy learning. We can explore exhibits, those collection of items on a specific topic. We can also um, ask for a guide tour, which is much like a teacher that guides a classroom, because museum guides help visitors understand the stories behind the objects. And the last one is taking notes. Very important. Many students bring their learning materials to the museum to draw what they see, or they write down new facts. So that is the museum. Okay. Any questions so far? Again, you are free to give your responses in our chat box. I am constantly checking it so as to acknowledge you really, so that I will not be able to forget acknowledging you. Okay? All right. Now we move on to the last place, which is the restaurant. Again, our last place here is the restaurant. As defined here, a restaurant is a place where you buy and eat food. We enjoy dinner with friends and family at the restaurant. We um so that is a restaurant, okay? Now, when we want to take a break from cooking in our own kitchen, we visit a restaurant. A restaurant is a place where you buy and eat food. It is an essential part of our social environment because it allows us to share a meal and experience a fun atmosphere together, especially with the people that we care about, or you can just go solo. Okay? By definition, a restaurant is a business that prepares and serves meals to customers, while a school cafeteria is a place for students to eat during the day. So, a restaurant is a destination for many different types of busy activities and dining experiences because, as mentioned here, a restaurant is a place where you buy and eat food. We enjoy dinner with friends and family at the restaurant. We try different dishes and experiencing a fun atmosphere together. So we can dine at a restaurant because eating at a restaurant involves a few simple steps that help everyone enjoy relaxing while they wait for their food. How do you do it? You can first choose something from a menu, just as you might look at the book. Okay, you can share it to them your menu. Okay, aside from choosing a menu, you dropped your glasses. So um we can, after choosing something from a menu to see what food is available, we of course order it. No, you tell the server what you would like to buy and eat. You inform them of those things, and then after ordering, you just wait for your food. After your food has arrived, you eat. Okay, that's basically how it goes. So after eating, you pay for the service. Much like visiting a bank to manage your finances, at the end of the meal, you pay for the food and the service provided by the restaurant staff. Okay? All right. So when it comes to the restaurant and the community, the restaurant is a vital place that connects our food to our social lives. No, we connect it to the farm. Many of the fresh fruits, vegetables, and dairy products served in a restaurant come directly from a farm, or farmers really work hard to grow them. And then this is also a stop for travelers. So for people traveling through a bus station, an airport, train station, a restaurant is a necessary space to refuel before continuing your adventure. And of course, there are local landmarks. In many towns and cities, certain restaurants become famous landmarks, much like a museum or a post office. So, by understanding that a restaurant is a place where you buy and eat food, you are learning about the importance of community and sharing. It is a welcoming space where new cities can be um, exposed and explored through their unique flavors. So whether you are grabbing a quick snack, or sitting down for a long dinner, the restaurant is a key destination for having fun with friends. Okay? With friends and family, all those things. So that is a restaurant. Okay? Now, that is all for the places. Now, what are the places again? Travel places. We have the airports, train stations, hotels, and the world museums and the restaurant. Any questions so far, everyone? Don't we have any? Well, when we try to bring it all together, whether you are returning home from adventures or just starting a new journey, every place we discussed, not just from this session, but in the previous sessions also, it serves as a unique purpose in our lives. The joy of discovery here, especially when we try to visit museum, it allows us to learn about different cultures and see amazing exhibits that really inspire us. No? Aside from that, we also have the comfort of home because after such a long weekend, a long day, returning to our home places gives us a peaceful atmosphere to really relax and to read books in a bedroom or enjoy the um enjoy and everything that you need to be thankful for. Okay? And then of course there's this excitement of travel. Using a train station or staying in a hotel makes it possible to see the majestic mountains, swim at the sandy beach, or watch a river follow continuously. Well, anyway, all in all, there should be community and connection. No? Remember that these places are not just buildings, they are engaging environments where we connect with friends and family. When we eat dinner at a restaurant, we are sharing more than just food, we are sharing fun atmosphere and creating memories. When we visit a farm, we are connecting with the hard work of farmers who provide us with fresh fruits and vegetables that we enjoy every day. So, our journey through these community locations has shown us how essential each service is, from the post office delivering mail to the hospital keeping us clean and healthy. So, as you continue to use your learning materials and simple choice of words to describe the world around you, you are becoming a global citizen who understands the value of every landmark, big or small. Okay? So that is places. Let's do a recap of all the vocabulary that you've learned about places. Again, our topic is on places. We started with school places category, which includes the classroom, the library, the playground, and the cafeteria. After that, we moved on to town and city places where we enjoy the park, understand hospitals, banks, and explain. And post office will explain, as well as supermarket and bus station. Next to that is the nature places. Now, for the nature, we enjoy time at the beach. Aside from the mountains, also rivers, forest, and farm. And last one, we have home places. We understand kitchen, no cozy bedroom, importance of a bathroom, gardens, wonderful gardens. And then for travel places, we have airports, train stations, hotels, museums, and restaurants. Okay, so those are the different types of places. Do we have any questions? Let me see. I think there are none. That is all for today, everyone. I hope everybody has learned something. And that is all for me. Goodbye. And thank you, everyone. For tomorrow, we're going to do some exercises to assess your understanding of our topic. Okay, so please be ready. That is all for today. Goodbye. And thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the night ahead.